Oh shit! We're going to be here for years. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but this has appeared in our document. You know how it went last time.
We can run this pretty quick.
I don't know what to do about him. I can't control him anymore. I'm going to hide. I'm going under the table.
Yeah, no.
Is he gone? Ah, shit, he's still there. Okay, in that case, we will have to talk about community backlash to Night Elf lore.
Yeah.
Woo!
I mean, we already talked about the Night Elf lore, which is the important part. The point here is that, and this is what one of the parts of the title is, a big PR problem for Blizzard, and it is fundamentally that we've got to this point, right, where Polygon, like, here's an article. We've noticed that people are using a Twitter hashtag called Might of Night Elves, which could be construed interestingly, but fundamentally is like, yeah, Night Elves are getting the bad end of the stick, have forever. Fuck that, which I think, based on last week, I think quite a lot of you agree with.
Yeah. And
I will certainly, I'll not die on that hill, but I'll kill a lot of people to control the hill.
I like that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm actually literally thinking of one CG still from Fate Stay Night when I'm thinking about it, which goes to show how, whenever I'm going that deep into my brain, all the way back to 2008, there's something fucking going on. But yeah, there's just, everyone is talking about, yes, okay, so Night Elves, we love them. Everyone loves them. They were such an important part of the Warcraft story. Everyone's like, it's orcs and humans, though. Fuck you. Night Elves are super important to Warcraft 3. They were this incredible savage race. They were wonderful. I played a lot of them Warcraft 3, so I'm definitely biased. A lot of people watched the classic, the World of Warcraft trailer and saw, the cinematic, and saw, that's the Night Elf transforming. God, she looks so cool. Also, boys watching that trailer were 13 at the time and went, didn't quite know what else to say, but they were thinking it. And they were like, okay, that's fucking great. I'm sure seeing that Night Elf turn into a cat didn't do any damage to anyone at all, mentally at all whatsoever.
They all thought, fuck, what if my cat turned into a Night Elf?
Yeah, exactly. So like, that's the thing. I think people really love Night Elves. A lot of people are talking in like this sides about like how you played Night Elf. You saw Teldrassil, you walked in the first time.
Yep.
The starting zone was really beautiful. It really sold this incredible culture. There's someone there talking about like how the architecture and lifestyle is really like interesting. Where obviously a lot of the architecture is like Japanese and stuff, but then there's an awful lot of like kind of a little bit of Greek essence to it. There's a whole lot of like the Korean stuff because they wear I can't remember the name of it because I don't really know Korean culture all that well, but what's it called? The Lunar Festival? What's the lunar? The moon event in World of Warcraft. I can never remember the name of that. Like they get Korean dresses for that, and it looks really cool. I want to say Hanbok, but I don't think that's what it is. That sounds like I'm thinking of Arbok, the fucking snake Pokemon. But whatever they're called, they're really cool. They've like lots of really stuff in it. Lots of really like good, interesting parts of them. And people like a lot. Well, some people like the pandas, and they're very one note. Tauren are pretty one note as well, in terms of like their cultural heritage for a long time, whereas like they're simple.
They are, but Night Elves are
like the Night Elves
synthesis of loads of things. Yeah,
the Night Elves are basically like the most unique. I'll just say it. Night Elves are like the most unique part of World of Warcraft. Obviously, they're elves, but like there's the details in their culture and stuff are so kind of wild and out there and crazy. They combine a whole bunch of different things.
Orcs have cool flourishes.
Orcs have definitely have cool flourishes as well, but you look.
I do agree.
Yeah, you go like, well, basically you think that's an orc. You're like, well, that's an orc. But a Night Elf, because you've got Dark Elves, you've got like the Draw Rangers and stuff, and they're not Night Elves. You've got more traditional elves, and they're different. Maybe there's some like references that I don't really understand from like something like Night Elves before, but they're definitely like unique and very interesting, and they just get the short end of the stick despite being one of like the fundamental parts of Warcraft to so many people. So there's a big hashtag, and of course people like, I've drawn all this. I can't remember the name of them, but there's an artist that I follow for a long time drawing a whole load of great stuff. Just like here's all their like Night Elf OCs. You're like, this fucking class. But then halfway between Drow and Wood Elves, basically that's the feeling where they actually, like you said, synthesis. They went, fuck it, we won't just copy paste some concept, we'll make something new and unique, because they had the bandwidth to do that by Warcraft 3, because they even did some of the undead were kind of interesting and unique in a way, but that was the whole thing of like they really tried. then my Night Elves, everyone's, yeah, we love Night Elves, great. And then Polygon wrote an article. And I think that's, because we talked about this before, right? Where we talked a long time ago, actually. This was in like middle of Shadowlands, I believe. Where Stephen Messner, when he still worked for PC Gamer.
Oh, it was just every few months up. Big Steve's fucking knives out on the front page of PCGamer.com. Let's go.
Yeah. You see a Night Elf and immediately know it's World of Warcraft. Exactly.
Yeah.
But Stephen Messner's like, yep, here you go. Here's a article that people who have know nothing of World of Warcraft, don't even think about it, maybe haven't barely even heard of it before, will see headlines of World of Warcraft, the Activision Blizzard. That's the people who make Overwatch. That's the people who make Call of Duty. Their live service project that was their biggest IP had South Park episodes, or had a South Park episode about it. Had a movie. Has the biggest, like, so culturally relevant, and they are shitting all over it. And that was a big thing of people who own shares in Activision Blizzard. They're not going to go to WoW. They probably have some shares in Activision Blizzard, shares all over the place. They're just shareholders. Just, people on the board aren't going to be checking WoW. They'll just think it's Activision Blizzard, whatever. They maybe open PC Gamer. They maybe see, like, same with the news of Bloomberg about stuff. They'll just they'll see someone like, oh, hey, I was reading PC Gamer and I saw this about the stock you own. You're like, they're shitting all over our game. Where my money's going to run away. And also all, like, the public opinion as well of, like, people who don't really engage with that. Well, will get to see that. And this is another example of, you go to read that Polygon article, and Polygon's pretty wide for media, not just, like, gaming specific. I imagine there's quite a lot of really casual viewership for that. That's pretty balanced. So you'll just see that, like, okay, this is just talking about how absolutely scuffed this whole thing is. That they're setting up this narrative, and everyone knows narrative's super important to a live service. Everyone knows it, like, narrative and, like, the story and how people are, like, feeling about a game.
Apex Legends.
Yeah, it's super
Battle
important.
Royale. People narratively engaged.
Exactly. So that idea of, just this is really important, and they are destroying its heritage to the point that a lot of hyper dedicated fans are having a protest. Obviously, Polygon will be like, here's 5 tweets, and they'll word it so it sounds like there's 20,000. But it's still like, it's a bad PR event for them. We're going, hey, why is Popular Games news site saying that our story is being really mishandled and we're disrespecting the very core of our fan base and also the core of our IP? Why are they saying this? Hello, Bobby, could you give Ibarra a quick phone call there and ask him what the fuck is going on under his responsibility? And then he'll go to, he'll phone John Hyde and go, what the fuck is happening? Not sure whether they all use phones. I'm sure they'll be, Ibarra will be Discord calling Hyde, like, and I'll be like, okay, well, what is happening? And then Hyde goes to whoever's involved in narrative going, what's happening? He'd probably go to Ian because he's director and go, is there anything we can do here? There is pressure from above to say, stop wrecking Night Elves.
Bobby Kotick wants to save the Night Elves. No. There we go. We have worked it out. Players, we need to go to Bobby. And Bobby Kotick is our man to save the Night Elves.
Yeah, no, it's Bobby Kotick wouldn't want to save the Night Elves. Bobby Kotick would want to preserve the financial value of the IP that belongs to the company he is the CEO of and owns. I feel like, well, the owns for now. I feel like that's the more important part. And that is extremely overblown. That's probably not going to happen. But if you will it into reality with chaos magic, it will. No, if it's the thing of the overall global gaming narrative is this is where things going wrong, and then that forces a bit more pressure onto the people to go, oh, hang on, we don't want this to happen. And then even if it's like a magnifying glass on, or like a magnifier of magnitude. It's like exaggerating the magnitude of Polygon or posting about it. So, the writers are going, I'm doing the right thing. I'm absolutely doing the right thing. That's a couple of people who, don't agree with this, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then they open Polygon and go, because especially hypothetically, if the people making this decision, say, wanted news on a new Game of Thrones property or television show that's coming out because they're known to be fans of Game of Thrones, even after the way it ended. They would open Polygon and say, hang on, people I respect, theoretically, are trashing my game, theoretically, trashing my work, theoretically. Maybe I should think of it this way.
Yeah.
Maybe I did overreach here. Or maybe we as a team overreached, because I can't imagine any of them say I in that context. Which is all, like I will admit, all just I'm writing fan fiction in my own head for real life here.
It's quite a fun fan fiction.
But yeah, it's the idea of like, that is all theoretically possibly true. And the bigger the kind of snowball of, this is really quite a problem, the better we are off.
So the somewhat less insane version of it. And I'm currently... Oh, no.
Yep.
No,
Okay.
it's currently... It's in the oven.
Yep.
It's in the oven.
Yep.
I have something in the oven here. I'll take it out of the oven soon. An easy way to say that is just to say... People trying to do advertising for World of Warcraft, you will have a higher acquisition cost per user whenever people in the broad gaming populace see lots of articles like this one from Polygon. And that has happened consistently from BFA through to now. I remember seeing Polygon articles that were all about Afrosabi and the... Well, not those ones about him, but the whole, did Sylvanas do Wrathgate? That whole sort of drama that occurred. So basically, that's the situation. It's not good vibes for them to have out there. Undoubtedly, though, it is stuff that's data mined, so it's not real yet. We don't know how it's going to come to pass, so I always have to foreground it in that knowledge. But it does just feel like, it's like, goddamn, just give him. I don't know, give him a break. I think now what we need is a story of not that much sacrifice, actually, because we've had quite a lot of that. Maybe just a more simple story of building, where rather than, taking a few Action Men, or, Action Men, the toys, just taking a few of them out and just bashing them together and seeing what happens. Instead, maybe, we need to have some more cozy, slow-paced content of rebuilding their society, where our characters have meaningful interactions with each other and learn and grow as people.
Yep.
Rather than big, massive gestures that people can make music to. And now, I do have a special creation, everybody, in service of this campaign.
Yeah, one second, I'm literally just creating... I'm having more content for us to do because I just found it, but yes. It'll be very short, but yes.
So if you kick it over to my screen.
Deep breaths.
Or hang on. Should I put it in our document?
No, just have it up there.
There we go.
Right, okay.
In order to aid the campaign...
Jesus! Oh, boy!
I love playing with AI art stuff. So here we've got Bobby Kotick as a night elf. So potentially this is something that we could use as a part of this campaign to get Bobby Kotick, to get his assistant to tell him how to use Discord, to phone several people, as your fanfic said. Yeah. So we got that. Now, here's another Bobby Kotick. This time he's more of a sort of a merman night elf.
Yeah, I can see that, yeah.
And this is like hardcore Bane style punished Bobby.
That's pretty strong.
So here's our Bobbies.
Yeah, bro, are you trying to give me nightmares? Yeah, that's bad.
here's Bob Fury, and you can see it didn't quite appear.
Yeah.
Having fun though. I've been having so much fun. Oh yeah, I put Rathian in earlier. I just got this. What is it?
Wathion.
Oh yeah, I put an IKEA Carlby desk setup. There was a great one I did, right? I gave it like, ultimate gaming desk setup. I sent it to you. What it did is it had this like RGB table, but the monitor was underneath the table because of course it didn't understand any of this shit.
Yeah, no.
There's a really good one I did of Wilfred Brimley. This. Now this one I think's actually fucking pog. Yeah. I gave it Restaurant at the End of the Universe, like, Hitchhiker's Guide.
Very nice.
Honestly, I could turn this stream into an AI art showcase.
Let's get
look at that. Is that not insane?
Yeah.
Wait, I'll give him Asmongold.
Oh yeah.
Here's
the top
sorry to give you all that.
Interesting. Yeah, I actually genuinely do quite dislike human AI art. I don't know if I'm like sensitive to the uncanny, but that really fucks with me.
This one I love because evidently what's happened is all of the like images of Asmongold out there,
including all the meme ones,
are like they're memes. They are crazy YouTube reaction images, and that just meant that like it's just crazy. Okay, here's a few funny ones. Here's a bunch of Zuckerbergs.
This is what he does in spare time, by the way.
Yeah, this is what I'll spend hours doing. Here's a bunch of Zuckerbergs.
This is why we don't have Keystone Master.
Here's Area 51 Zuck. I kind of like the stylization. Now, let's go insane.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Fucking Gordon. Here's a bizarre Danny DeVito Valentine's card. The Goslings.
That's a good one.
The fucking Goslings.
Yeah.
Like, how is, even when an AI makes him, this man is so, is it the literally me?
Literally me character, yeah.
All these fucking Ben Afflecks.
In Drive and Blade Runner.
I love
Oh, that looks a bit Mike's to class at the bottom left.
That kind of does, yeah. Yeah.
And you can see how it's sampling the most popular images for Ben Affleck there. Yeah. This is absolutely going to be... You really don't understand how long we're trapped here now.
No, it's okay.
This was a terrible idea.
As soon as it makes Mike Stoklasa, I'm going to let you all roam free.
Yeah.
I'll go and give this a
this is Mid-Journey, by the way. Jesus be. This is Mid-Journey.
Yeah, Mid-Journey's awesome.
Yeah.
As the sort of thing, in the hands of an artist, for like doing quick, there's actually incredible potential. I know that there's also the really bad shit that's going on. And that definitely we should not underplay that.
Is there massive? Yeah, they're talking about that later.
Oh, just people being like, you know, blah, blah, blah. Simon Stalling had commission. I don't need Simon to do a commission.
I see.
Where that's, okay, the classes,
yeah,
very, very terrifying. Where that's like less okay. But as an example, if you want, say you're doing photo bashing as you're doing concept art, this basically can operate as your photo bashing fucking co-pilot. Yeah. Where it's like, I want to get a wood texture in this kind of style, looking like that. And that kind of thing. Yeah. Anyway, now you all know about Night Elf Bobby Kotick.
You should definitely tweet that Bobby Night Elf image after the stream. Absolutely.
Hang on.
But yes.
Hang on. Right, we can make this a community thing, though, because if you guys then pile onto this tweet that I'm about to post...
Personal army.
Then we'll post. Yes, and I'll go mad with power. So which Bobby? Okay, chat.
Oh, it has to be the big. It has to be the what I called like the first one you showed.
Do we do this?
That was
Bobby?
Way better. No, it's garbage.
Okay, so we do this, Bobby.
Yeah, that's the one that'll give people nightmares. Okay. And I think that's the idea. I think that's the idea.
I shall call it Bobby Kotick Night Elf.
Suffering, anguish.
Night Elf cosplay.
This is what you've done. This is what you've done. This is what you've done with your Might of Night Elves tweet. You've caused this.
Bobby Kotick's.
You've ruined everything.
New cosplay. Hashtag. How do I use Twitter? Where's the hash? I can't find the hash. There it is.
He's definitely a lot younger than his behavior suggests.
Of Night Elves.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, the button's gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where's the tweet? And the great thing is I can see the impressions data, so I can see how many people we've wounded with this tweet.
Yeah.
So, guys, if you would like to aid in our glorious mission of saving the Night Elves, you can hit up that tweet.
Andrew, I'm not going to take his phone. I am a willing observer to this. I'm not a participant. I'm observing this, and that's my role. Yeah, Mike tweets like my dad texts. Yeah, you're fast. I didn't
tweet that it was Mid-Journey.
I'll just reply and say, wow, you've gotten really good at painting. And then people think you're completely unhinged. Oh, dear Lord. Dear Lord in heaven above.
It's the only way that I can compete to Might of Night Elves. As somebody who's complete... Oh, it's the eyes. I've just noticed how terrifying and wrong the eyes are.
You've just noticed?
Yeah, no, I just kind of look
close
to the eyes.
What's that thing where you can't recognize faces? Do you have that?
Perhaps.
Because I don't know. That blows me up immediately. I can't deal. Cannot deal. Cannot deal whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a great way to go.
Bizarre. A bizarre turn for the stream.
Not that bizarre, to be honest. I think this is fine.
Well, I did enjoy, like, even if you quickly hop back.
Oh no.
I tried to make some like Hellfire like Hellfire and like
Hellfire. It's got something on
like
there.
WoW fucking style cosmic crazy space shit. It was really fun for making those patterns. But anyway, it's all a bit of fun. And you know what, man? I think this tweet actually did pretty okay.
Of course it is. It is hell. You've brought hell on earth.
I've brought hell.
This is the kind of thing that will summon Jesus back to stop it. Jesus, Lord in heaven above. Turned very Irish all of a sudden. Well, at least you're enjoying yourself here. What's that quote?
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Well, you're all right. That is profoundly your sin to deal with. It is. Your burden to bear.
Well, I mean, man, remember the Zach Baggins ones? Fucking hell.
I do.
Matt gave me a prompt that was Zach Baggins of course, Ghost Adventures.
Yeah.
Are
you looking for it down?
No. But it was that and The Matrix, the PS2 game.
Oh, yeah.
And it actually put Zach Baggins onto the front cover of the... Was it Enter the Matrix or was it the Neo
No, it was
one?
I think it was Enter the Matrix, yeah, because Path and Neo was different. But yes. Yeah, that's actually... You know what? This has really awakened me to the power of mid-journey shitposting. I feel like that's a very, very, very powerful thing.
Why did it... Oh, dear. It just said to me the application did not respond.
Yeah, I wonder why you've misused it. You've crossed. Even it knows that was too far, bruh. Pull back a little bit. But no, yeah, that definitely... I can see a lot of potential for that. To make awful, awful images that should never be posted.
Yeah?
I'm going to have to hop into that channel and do some. If anything tremendously untoward or unreasonable appears on the internet in the World of Warcraft sphere, definitely wasn't me. Definitely wasn't me at all. Just in future.
I wonder if Mid-Journeys went down. Because it just went like not responded to a few of my prompts.
Yeah. Bobby turned it off. He saw it and turned it off. Maybe he's watching the stream.
That's it, man.
Maybe he's watching the stream. Makes sense. Would make sense.
Can't believe I've done this.
I can.
You've
You've done weirder and worse. But yes, no, very good.